Here's to the builders, the ones who don't wait for permission, the ones who learn at midnight, pitch at sunrise, and fail forward. They're not born with success, they build it. With duct tape, day jobs, and one good idea too stubborn to die. They aren't influencers, they influence by doing. The system wasn't made for them, but they make it work anyway. You can doubt them, mock them, ignore them, but you can't stop them. Because they know, real growth starts inside. This is for them. This is Dr. Wood Recommends, where business meets real life.
Let's be honest, everyone dreams of starting a business that pulls in $10,000 a month. It's that magic number, right? The benchmark that says you've made it as an entrepreneur. But what if I told you the smartest first step you could take isn't to aim for 10 grand, but to aim for just $1? I know, that sounds completely insane. Why on earth would anyone celebrate making a single dollar? But in this video, we're going to break down why starting a business that makes just $1 might be the fastest and smartest way to build a company that's truly successful and, yes, eventually very profitable. We'll look at two totally different paths, two real business ideas, and by the end, you'll see why starting small isn't just an option, it's a powerful strategic advantage. All right, let's talk about the $1 a month business. What does that even look like? This isn't about building some complicated, overwhelming operation. It's about creating one tiny asset and just getting it out into the world. Think about designing one t-shirt and uploading it to a print-on-demand website, or creating a simple one-page website with a single affiliate link for a product you actually use and like. Or maybe publishing a super short 10-page Kindle ebook on a topic you know inside and out. The startup cost for these ideas is basically zero. You can create a t-shirt design for free. A simple website can cost next to nothing. Publishing an ebook on Amazon is free. The risk is ridiculously low. If it doesn't work out, you've lost a few hours, not your life savings. But here's the secret. The goal isn't the dollar. The dollar is just proof. It's a signal from the universe that you actually did it. You created something from thin air and someone gave you money for it. The real prize is the education you get along the way. By starting a $1 per month business, you're essentially giving yourself a real-world MBA in entrepreneurship for less than the price of a coffee. You learn with your own hands how to use a platform like Etsy or Amazon. You figure out what to write in a product description, which keywords matter, and what actually makes a person click buy. You get to feel that small but incredibly powerful psychological win of seeing your first sale come in. That first dollar is the hardest one to earn because it takes you from 0 to 1. It proves your concept works, even if it's on a tiny scale. It's like learning to ride a bike. You don't just sign up for the Tour de France. You start with training wheels, wobbling down the driveway. You fall, you scrape your knee, but the stakes are low. The $1 per month business is your set of training wheels. It lets you learn the balance, the steering, and the momentum of business without the risk of a massive crash. The $10,000 a month business. This is the dream, and it's totally achievable, but it is a completely different animal. We're not talking about a little side project anymore. We're talking about building a real structured company. What kind of business pulls in $10,000 a month? Think bigger. A full-scale e-commerce store with a whole line of products, a digital marketing agency handling several clients, or a major content business like a YouTube channel or podcast that has multiple income streams. These businesses have the potential for huge returns and serious growth. A great e-commerce brand can become a household name. A marketing agency can grow to have a whole team managing massive ad budgets. This is how you build a valuable, sellable asset. It's not a hobby, it's a machine built for growth. But that potential comes with a much steeper price tag. Starting a serious e-commerce business can easily cost you $5,000 to $10,000 or more just for the first batch of inventory, a professional website and marketing. A custom-built website alone can run you thousands, and that's before you've even spent a penny on ads, which you'll need to get people to your site. In fact, lots of new e-commerce businesses pour 20 to 30% of their budget straight into marketing right at the beginning. The risk is also way higher. You're not just risking a few hours anymore, you're putting real money on the line. Market research isn't just a casual Google search, it's a deep dive into your competitors and who your customers are. You have to deal with suppliers, manage inventory, answer customer emails, and figure out all the legal stuff like business registration. It's a full-time job from day one, and it demands a much bigger skill set in things like finance, marketing, and operations. And while something like dropshipping can cut down on the initial inventory cost, it's still incredibly competitive and requires top-notch marketing to stand out. All right, let's put these two paths side by side. Imagine we have two new entrepreneurs, Alex and Ben. Alex goes for the $1 per month business. He spends a weekend making 5 t-shirt designs and uploads them to a print-on-demand site. His total startup cost is $0. Ben decides to aim straight for the $10,000 a month goal. He finds a niche for fancy pet accessories. He spends $5,000 on his first order of products, $2,000 on a professional Shopify store, and keeps another $3,000 ready for a 3-month marketing push. His total startup cost is $10,000. Let's break it down. Startup cost. Alex is in for $0. Ben is in for $10,000. Risk level. Alex has pretty much zero risk. If his shirts don't sell, he learns something and moves on. Ben's risk is huge. If his product doesn't hit or his ads flop, he could lose that whole investment. Bad cash flow is one of the top reasons small businesses fail. Time commitment. Alex's initial time investment is a weekend. After that, it's almost totally passive unless he wants to add more designs. Ben's time commitment is a full-time job. He's constantly managing products, talking to customers, making social media posts, and staring at ad performance charts. Skill requirement. Alex needs some basic design skills, which he can learn for free online. Ben needs a whole collection of skills: finding suppliers, building a website, writing compelling copy, running digital ads, forecasting his finances, and handling customer service. Scalability. Here's where Ben's model shines. His business is built to grow from the very beginning. Alex's single design might make a few bucks, but it won't get to $10,000 a month without a lot more effort that he can decide to put in later once he knows it works. The difference is night and day. Alex is running a low-stakes experiment. Ben is launching a high-stakes venture. So which path is the smarter first step? Look, I get it. The dream of making $10,000 a month is powerful. But for most people just starting out, the smartest, most strategic first move is the $1 a month business. Here's why. It completely changes how you think about risk. When Ben's $10,000 business fails, and the hard truth is that many new businesses do, it's a disaster. He's lost a ton of money and is probably so drained and discouraged that he might never try again. When Alex's $1 per month business fails, what has he lost? Nothing. In fact, he's won. He's gained priceless hands-on experience. He now understands how an e-commerce platform really works. He's learned what kinds of designs people actually click on. He's built entrepreneurial muscle memory. And what if it doesn't fail? What if one of Alex's shirts sells once a week, bringing in $20 a month? Now he has data. He knows which design is a winner, so he can make more like it. He can take a few of his profit dollars and run a tiny ad campaign. He can use what he's learned to launch a second, more focused project. He's building momentum, confidence, and a real-world business education with zero debt and almost no stress. The goal isn't to stay at $1 a month forever. The goal is to use the $1 business as a launch pad. It's the first step on the ladder. It's the training ground where you learn the rules of the game before you make a big bet. Once you've successfully built a business that makes $1, you'll have a much better idea of how to build one that makes $10, and then $100, and then $1,000. Each step proves that your skills and your ideas work, built on a solid foundation of real experience, not just theory. At the end of the day, the path you choose is up to you. It all comes down to your money, your experience, and how much risk you're willing to stomach. There's no one-size-fits-all answer in business, but the idea that you have to start with some massive, high-risk company to be taken seriously is a total myth. The $1 a month business isn't about the money, it's a mindset. It's about learning by doing, building momentum, and proving to yourself that you can create value out of nothing. It's about taking the smallest possible first step to get the ball rolling, because momentum is one of the most powerful forces you can have on your side. So, I want to leave you with a question. Which path makes more sense for you right now? Are you on the $1 experiment path, or are you getting ready to take the $10,000 leap? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. I read every single one, and if you like this breakdown and want more practical, no fluff advice for your business, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for watching.